Okay, here we go. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day today. Appreciate you popping in. How many watch hours? I'm at 3,834. So we're pretty close, man. We're almost there. Just don't forget to double tap that screen for me. I'm just heading off to the gym now. We've got leg day. Hooray. Hope you're having a good day today. It's admittedly been pretty slow as far as work. I made a whopping $12.50 this morning. That's all good. We're going to the gym. We're going to make some gains. Got any special? Okay. I should be back now. Yeah, half time it'll do that when I leave the house. It's all good. All right. But yeah, welcome everyone that's just popping in. Oh, when you guys pop in. It's your boy. We're dashing to the gym. Okay. But yeah, this whole gym schedule at the time it was back to the earlier time. Watching all the playlists again sorting out. Hey, appreciate that. That is heckin' dope, Dolly. You are heckin' dope. Yeah, assuming all goes well, I think we should hit that 4K by Monday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday today. Let's see, your device is full charge. Should play all day. Hey, I appreciate that. That's awesome. That is heckin' dope. Yeah, weather-wise, it's not too bad today. It's 88, which is actually cooler than some other places lately. Seems like everyone's heat index has been like 100 plus. So I take my landlord to the airport on Friday. She's going to be out of town from the 27th to July 7th. So her son and her son's wife's baby are going to be due around that time. So she'll be visiting North Carolina to meet the new baby, among some other stuff. So that's pretty cool. I'll be babysitting Lucy while she's away. Thanks for sharing the stream. Appreciate that. Yeah, I usually got a few people in here by now. Slow day, I guess. That's okay. We're less than a mile away from the gym, so we'll be there pretty soon. Hey, what's going on, Snippy? Good to see you. Just heading to the gym for leg day. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know, man. I haven't exactly been feeling it today, but we're going anyway, you know. Don't forget to double tap that screen, everyone. Otherwise known as hitting the like button. If you guys, enjoy the stream, but yeah, the main exercises we're going to be doing squats and good mornings. Hey Kelly, how you doing? Good to see you. Good morning for you? Not really, no. Hey, what's up, Cole? How you doing? Good to see you, buddy. Just heading off to the gym. Just don't forget to hit that like button, everyone. It says there's only one. Although it could be YouTube lying about that. They've been doing that a lot for some reason. I don't know why. You always got to double check behind you, you know. what do we got here? Oh, let's go! Hey, let's go, Kelly. Appreciate that. That's heckin' dope. We got 5 new members. I'll check them out. See who is part of the Cob Squad now. That's heckin' dope, dude. I'll read that as soon as I pull up to the gym. Hey, how many likes does it show on you guys' end? It says there's just 1. On both screens for some reason. That's weird. I think YouTube's being all buggy again. All right, let's check out who got part of the Cob Squad. So we got Cat and Jack. That's cool. And Shamika, Adventure Games Ease, Baby Please, Stash Cash, and Controversial Cruising. Cool. Hey, DA, how you doing? Good to see you. We're at the gym now, and we're going to see how well things go. I've definitely been kind of dragging since I woke up this morning. Plus, work was crap earlier today. I was out for about 2 hours, made like $12.50. It's like, oh no, it's a repeat of... Oh, now it's showing the likes. Okay, of course. You know, it's feeling like a repeat of Monday as far as that. Actually, the way I feel before the gym feels like a repeat of Monday too. But it's all right. We're here. We're going to do our thing. Hey, Cindy. How you doing? And Kelly says he's going to leave this running while he gets some work done. Appreciate that. That's heckin' dope. All right, let me get my key tag. We're going to head inside.
Welcome, visitor.
Hey, how's it going? Okay. All right, let's get set up. Let's see. Cindy says I'm good, thanks. Nice, good to hear that. No, I'm not that stiffy, but it's very cheeky. A makeup sponsor? No. No, if I get a sponsor, it has to make sense. I wouldn't just get sponsored by anyone. And a lot of makeup's tested on animals anyway, so I digress. All right, let's go snag that Smith machine. Let's see, Dolly says your support is appreciated. Heck yeah, let's go. That's nice.
Hey man, are you here every day this time?
Well, this week I am.
I just want to know what we should not be here because you are very annoying walking around here talking, doing all this shift other people trying to work out.
I-
So, when you're here, we will not be.
I can just keep down. Sorry. Okay. Wow. I don't know how to respond to that. I mean, I appreciate his honesty, but jeez. Is that even allowed? No, I don't know what that was about. I mean, you're allowed to feel how you want, I guess, but I'm just working out like anyone else. I'm just live streaming it. Just chit chatting with you guys. Hey.
I've seen you around. I'm saying what's good.
Cool.
They confronted you.
Yeah.
You did.
I don't know what that was all about.
Yeah, they were getting upset because I was doing deadlifts. And
Yeah.
it was making noise when I set it down. They were getting all upset. Like,
Oh, so they're just a gym Karen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna confront them, but I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
What was your name?
My name's Mike.
Mike Caleb.
Hey, nice to meet you, dude.
Nice to meet you.
Nice. No, that was a different guy, Stiffy. That guy was pretty cool. Anyway. Oh, what happened? Some guy was sitting on a cable machine. And they're like, hey, do you always come around this time? And I'm like, yeah, what's up? And he's like, well, I guess this is the time I don't come here then. Because you're annoying with that talking to that camera. It's like, well, I'm allowed to. You know, like they invented something called earbuds, headphones. You know? Like, don't pay attention to what I'm doing. Like, I don't care what other people are doing here. Like, you figure you got people deadlifting. Oh yeah, they complained about that guy deadlifting too. It's like, dude, it's an exercise where you pick it up and put it down. You're gonna make some noise. Jeez, man. See, I tell you, man, like, I don't go out of my way to be confrontational with people. People always start shit with me. It's funny how that works, huh? Luke says for skinny guys who can't gain weight, you're not eating enough, man. Right? If you're really skinny like that, you probably have like a hyper fast metabolism. Hey, Lorianne, how you doing? Good to see you. Idiotic guy. Yeah, no kidding. That's crazy, dude. As long as you're respectfully recording. Yeah, I don't see anything I'm doing that violates gym guidelines. I think that guy's just a Karen. I mean, the other guy was cool, though. And he was telling me that same guy was complaining about him deadlifting. Sounds like his problem? Yeah, pretty much. And it's like he's got one of those earbuds as well, right? He's got one in his one ear, put in the other ear. Don't even pay attention to what I'm doing, Like, I'm aware that people have their own goals and reasons to be here. I don't care. Do whatever you want, man. Everyone's in here for a good reason. Like, I know I'm live streaming, right? But I'm also here to train. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm not causing this significant disruption, But, I don't know. Whatever, it seems like he's gone anyway, so I digress. I'm gonna get set up with this next one. I don't know, just thought that was crazy. He came at me over it. Hey, Sally. Good to see you. Appreciate you popping in. I wasn't gonna say anything to the guy. It just took me by surprise. I was like, damn, okay. He didn't even give me a chance to say anything. It just walked away. You know? Don't overdo it. No, that's not even it, Sally. Some guy came up to me and like, oh, you know what it is? I didn't exactly feel great waking up this morning. I did kind of crap with work today too. And then this guy approaches me in the gym, like, you know, oh, I won't come around this time because, you know, you're so annoying with that camera. And he was complaining about some other guy deadlifting too loud. You know, it's so stupid. It's like, if you can't handle that kind of stuff, then stay home. Then he just went away. Yeah, he stormed out of the gym, dude. That's crazy. He stormed out of the gym. Jeez. Telling your eyes. Yeah, just not my day today, is it? But it's okay. At least we're here. At least we're here. So Mike's presence alone scared him off. You know what it is too, man? It's like, if you're really that dumb to actually do something, then I have a camera rolling. You know? Like, I got a camera rolling if he was to try to do something. Plus eyewitnesses. It wasn't exactly a small guy either. So the fact, I don't know, whatever. So, sounded like police is here. Yeah, if only. Whatever. He doesn't have supporters like you. Yeah, it doesn't sound like it. Doesn't seem like it whatsoever. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. Every breath you take. Oh, haha. Yeah, I know the reference, Solve. Very funny. Very funny. So, how's everybody's day going so far? You guys having a good day? Told you to take the week off apart from legs. Okay, that's fair. Hey, Queen, how you doing? You use your shoulders so much? Understandable. Hey, what's up, Paul? You got 2 crap days of work? That sucks. Sorry to hear that. I haven't exactly been doing great with work this week either. It's been just horrendously slow. It's been slow, but I'm still getting out there doing my thing, so. Hey, Shamika, have a great workout. Thanks. Appreciate that. That's heckin' dope. You got your treadmill together? Oh, let's go. That's heckin' dope, Sally. That is heckin' dope. Yeah, they're still playing that Mr. Beast show on TV. I guess they got Netflix on. Isn't that a Netflix show, that Mr. Beast show? I don't know. Let's get some more water. Yep, there we go. You want to just do one more 5K before you die? Hey, there you go. Got something on your bucket list, right? That's heckin' dope. All right. I'm almost ready for my next set. Hope I'm not being too annoying with my camera. Man, I bet he works with the HOA. Do I like buckets or Buckethead? Man, that Buckethead guy, he shreds, dude. He's an absolute shredder. I don't know how he does it. He puts out like 50, 60 albums a year. Like, how, like, that man's work ethic is unbelievable, dude. He's got like hundreds and hundreds of albums. Actually, he probably has like thousands of albums for I know, you know? That's crazy. That Buckethead guy. You know, he played with Guns N' Roses for a few years. Did you guys know that, Buckethead? He was with Guns N' Roses for a little while. Yeah. All right, let's get this next set done. Oh, Share Bear. Hey, Justin. Good to see you guys popping in. Oh, Jesus. Hey, Detroit. Oh, what's up, guys? Good to see everyone. How's your day going, Detroit? Share Bear, Justin. How you guys doing? Yeah, just need a few minutes. I always rest between sets. That's what's on my mind. I don't know. A little zapped. A little zapped. But it's all good. Prozac. What's do I want to know what that is, Ulf? Prozac? Do I want to know what that is? I'm just gonna go for one more set of each. I don't have that very well known crap. I don't know, man. I don't take antidepressants, so I don't really know much about them. Like, you kind of have to assume that I have some kind of knowledge of antidepressants. I really don't. I don't even know if they actually cure depression or not. I mean, that part seems kind of dubious anyway. Yeah, stay hydrated. That's for sure. But yeah, I'm going to do one more set of each, and then we'll move on to the smaller stuff. I'll talk to the front desk staff about that from earlier. I think the other guy did too. I mean, that's uncalled for, you know. So at the end of the day, if you got a problem with someone at the gym, you take it up with the staff. That's part of their policy when you sign up for a gym membership, by the way. And as you guys probably saw, right? He came at me about a problem he had with me. It's like, tell the staff and they can talk to me about it, you know? Because I don't know. Some people are unhinged, man. You don't know what they're going to do. Like, one reason why I don't really engage much with road ragers and whatnot, you never know if they're going to, like, try to run you over, run you off the road, pull a gun out from their glove compartment. You never know, man. There's always someone that's willing to heat up the situation, even if you yourself don't. You know? This is not worth the risk, in my opinion. Alright, I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, let's do our last set. Turn you guys around. Okay, there we go. That'll work. Heading on off. All right. Take care, Olaf. Thanks for stopping in. Okay. I'm done. Right here. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I just dropped my rag. All right, I'm all done with that. We're gonna move on to calf raises in just a bit. Yeah, this other stuff's a little less taxing. I'd usually go for 4 sets, but just not feeling it today. But it's all good. Hope you guys are having a good day as well. Let me know in the comments what you guys are up to. anyone's got special plans. Just make sure I kept up with the comments. All right, cool beans. Today's 25th, right? Yeah, 25th. So, whatever watch hours I get today will count for the 30th. Yeah, it'll count for the 30th. Just so I know. Because under the Earn tab, if you're trying to get qualifying watch hours, YouTube is like 5-6 days behind. So any watch hours I get like tomorrow and onward wouldn't count towards June, towards the monetization. I saw that Dolly's running the playlist, so that's cool. I'm going to get started with calf raises in just a little bit. If I'm being honest, I'm kind of ready to just go home. But I'll just do some of that. Just going to set the machine up and we'll get started. Okay, well, that set felt pretty good. Not too bad. Good stuff. So I'll go for the 4 sets that I was planning to do. Feeling a little better now. I would have went for the 4 sets with the squats and good mornings, but hey, next week's another week. You know, next week's another week. And I'm going to take the weekend off from some of the stuff. I'm going to be starting a new mesocycle with a different goal in mind. I'll talk to you guys more about it later on, but not right now. And I want to get started on some of my pre-recorded content again. Hey, Big Javi, how you doing? Or Javi? I think it's Javi. What's going on, Javi? Good to see you. Feel free to rewind the replay closer to the beginning if you want. Had some jerkwad come up to me earlier. They were causing a scene, and they were starting trouble with people. Another gentleman that's here, he's deadlifting, and the guy was complaining about him deadlifting. It's like, dude, you're gonna make some noise deadlifting. Who cares, you know? And then he came up to me. It's like, oh, is this the time that you usually come? I'm like, this week, yeah. And then he's like, oh, well, I'm not gonna be coming this time then, because you're annoying me with that camera. It's like, really? You know, I don't know. I think he spent too much time finding something to whine about rather than focus on his own goals. That's what I'm here for, you know? I mean, yeah, I'm live streaming a little bit, so you guys get to see what I'm doing, hang out with you guys, chit-chat, joke around, whatever, right? But he was literally the only person to complain. No one else was complaining. So clearly that was someone that was just trying to find a reason to cause trouble. Really stupid, you know? Some people just got nothing better to do with themselves. So that threw me off a little bit. Plus, you know, I didn't exactly feel great leading up to the gym anyway. Didn't exactly sleep the best. Work was crap. But, I mean, I came here, you know? That's really what counts. I came here. I'm still doing most of what I set out to do. Chairbear says you're working so hard. Well, doing my best. Sleeping sucks lately. You are doing so awesome. Well, I appreciate that, Chairbear. Really do. All right, let's get our second set done. All right. Okay, put those here. At least get some B-roll on calves, right? Okay. All right, set number 2 done. So we're halfway done with our calves. I'm just going to do the seated ones today. I was going to do both standing and seated, but I'll just do the one. And then the last exercise, we'll do the hip machine. As some people call it, the good girl, bad girl machine. I don't call it that, but I mean some people do. So, okay, it's not being used right now. I mean, if it's being used, whatever. But yeah, as far as like leg machines, the only leg machine I like is that hip abductor thing. I mean, I think seated leg curls are pretty nice too, but I don't really do them. Mainly because it's not really working enough of the hamstring to make that much of a difference. So, and I hate leg extensions. They just feel very weird. I don't know. I'm not saying they're bad exercise or anything. I just don't really care for them. I never did. So, I don't know. And I don't know, I don't think they really hit the desired muscle groups hard enough either. Not enough surface area that's getting super ideal stimulus. Like the leg curl machine, you're really working the short head of the hamstring. That's the part that attaches around the knee. And don't get me wrong, it's not bad to hit that. It adds a little bit of inner thickness, but if you really want to train the hamstring, you gotta hinge your hips. You know, so like a deadlift, hyperextension, good mornings, stuff like that hits it a lot better. Because those exercises, you know, hip hinge, so you're going to be working the biceps femoris. That's the biggest part of the hamstring. It attaches from the back of the knee up to the hip. And that's what helps create more of that hanging look. If you're like flexing your leg from the side, it creates more of that hanging look. So it kind of looks like it's just like hanging off the bone. If you want to get more of that kind of look, you hip hinge. Leg curl just helps add a little bit of inner thickness to the hamstring, but not too much beyond that. And then leg extensions, they don't do a whole lot either. You got a little bit of the teardrop or the vastus medialis and not much else. Like if you really want to make those quadriceps grow, you know, there's better options out there, you know, squats, all kinds of squat variations. Because when you squat, you know, you're going to be working the whole quadricep, so the part that attaches from the hip to the knee. And you figure that's a lot of surface area. Plus, it's under heavier load. Hell, even leg presses are better at that than leg extensions. Just more load for more surface area of the muscle. I mean, you might think, oh, well, if that's the case, then why do you like preacher curls for biceps? You figure preacher curl is going to hit the bicep harder, relatively speaking, because the bicep is a much smaller muscle group. It just has significantly less surface area, and it has less surrounding musculature to stabilize it. It's just a smaller muscle. But yet it has that similar mechanics with the pulley system, you know, as with a leg extension. I don't know. All right, let's get set number 3 done. I mean, if you need to take some slack off your knees, like maybe you're squatting and you're starting to get achy knees, well, again, there's different variations that can help with that. Okay. Hip machine's being used right now, so I'll just go for a second set of calf raises. Not second set, second variation. I'll just go for that. Let's see if I want to use that one. Let me just go get one of those stepper boards. I'll be right back. So you know how when I'm on that seated calf raise machine that I make sure I dip my heels below the ball of my foot? That creates dorsiflexion on the ankle. When you dorsiflex your ankle like that, which basically means heels down, that helps stretch your calf. So if you're trying to stretch your calf muscle, you gotta dorsiflex your ankle. So it's just heels down. That's basically what that means. And I do the same thing with the standing calf raise variation too. So instead of keeping my heels flat on the ground, I'll use one of these boards. That way I can dip my heels, basically dip my heels, you know. That way I'm still getting that stretching sensation at the bottom, right? Because you figure the most important part of the movement to work is the lengthened position of the muscle, right? If the exercise puts the muscle in a lengthened position, you're gonna get that full mechanical tension. Because, you know, you figure you're not just training muscles when you exercise, you're training joints and you're training the tendons that connect joints. So you're not only, that mechanical tension doesn't just apply to muscles, it applies to the joints that they're attached to and the tendons that are supporting the joints together, right? So I like to make sure that I'm using fullest ranges of motion as possible, regardless of the exercise. So when you see me squat, for example, you guys can probably tell I squat very deep. That's because I want to get that full flexion of the knee and the hip at the bottom, so I get that full extension from the stretch reflex at the top. You know, that's basically more muscle, but you're also helping improve your bone density. That way, when I get older, I can do this for longer in my life, you know? I want to be able to exercise as long as possible. So I'm going to be doing stuff like that. And of course, you know, you got to tailor your programming with your age too, you know? Like, I'm probably not going to be squatting hundreds of pounds for full sets when I'm like 60, 70 years old, you know? But I still want to be able to squat, you know? I think you guys get what I'm saying. All right, I'm going to go for 4 sets with this one too. And I'll talk more about some of the calf raise anatomy after this set. We're going for 4 sets of 12, just like the last one. Sweet. Looking like it got softballs lodged in my legs, huh? It's good stuff. So yeah, there is a reason why seated, or should I say, calf raise variations where the knee is flexed versus when the knee is extended. That does serve 2 different purposes. So if you're going to do a calf raise with your knees flexed, you're going to be working more of the soleus. The soleus helps add girth and thickness from side to side of the muscle. So it attaches to the sides of the knee and it attaches all the way down to your ankle. So whenever you see like that cord of muscle along the side of the leg, that's the soleus. So the soleus is most emphasized when the knee is flexed because you're pressing, you're getting the mechanical tension and forces of gravity placed directly on the knee when you sit down, you know? So when you do the calf raise machine, for example, your knee is right under here. So the weight of the machine and the weights that you add, plus gravity pressing directly down, you're getting all that tension on the soleus, because the soleus supports it helps support the knee from the sides, and most specifically when your knee is flexed. So that's why that muscle is being emphasized more when you do calf raises with your knees flexed, or seated variation, right? That's really the easiest way to do it, is to sit on a machine and just lift your ankles up, lift your heels up, I mean. So when it comes to standing calf raises, it's a little different. That shifts more of the focus on the gastrocnemius. That's that little bulge that attaches to the back of the knee and attaches right behind your shin bone. So right about where your shin is at on your leg, the gastrocnemius roughly attaches right behind it. And that helps support your knees from an extended position. So when you're standing directly up and you're trying to lift your body up with your calves, or should I say plantar flex the ankle, right? Because that's the contracted position, plantar flexion when your heels are up. It shifts all that focus on the gastrocnemius because, well, gravity is pressing directly down on your spine, and your spine is being held up by, you guessed it, the gastrocnemius Achilles tendon, right? So that's how that mechanic works. And regardless of the variation, you're going to hit a little bit of both. It's just that one position of the knee will shift primary focus on one part of the muscle compared to the other. You know, it's really just a matter of physics and biomechanics. I'm trying to explain it, in layman's terms. So if you guys are following along, or you get what I'm saying, or you got follow-up questions, whatever, just let me know in the comments down below. I'm gonna bang out set number 2 in the meantime. Okay. There we go. Set number 2 done. Good stuff. Yeah. So, not too bad so far. I think the hip machine's not being quite used right now. Oh, never mind. Someone else is using it. Yeah, just go over there and use it anyway. How many sets have you got? Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, feeling a little better so far. Good stuff. Yeah, if I see that other guy again, I'll just ignore him. I mean, I wasn't even trying to pay attention to him anyway. Remember, he came at me, right? Well, if he tries again, I'll just ignore him. Be like, whatever. I see no evil. I speak no evil. I hear no evil. You know. But I digress. Let him sulk in his his baby crib, I guess. Maybe submit a complaint at the peanut gallery. Estimated wait time 6 to 9 days, or 420 minutes. So I don't know. You working today, Share Bear? How's work going for you? I was trying to think of some other nicknames for you, because you got the orange one, you got the purple one. So I was thinking like grape soda. So when you got like the purple Share Bear, you could be a grape soda Share Bear. And you figure the orange soda, like Sunkist or Fanta, maybe like Sunkist Share Bear, something like that. I don't know. You know how that Luke Vagel guy, he's got like a bunch of different colors to his accounts too? Like one of his is teal, so we call him like Baja Blast Luke. You know? I don't know. I think it's funny. And if you think it's funny too, let us know in the comments down below. Just gonna rest up my calves a little longer, and I'll get started with set number 3. Wish they had another Smith machine here. They only have one, Wish they had 2. I know I've been using the Smith machine a lot today. It wasn't quite intentional. But then again, there's not a lot of people in here. It's actually, I think there's only like 4 people in here right now. Yeah, there's only like 4 people in here. I don't know. Just gonna fill up my water real quick. I'll be right back, guys. Alrighty, well, gonna move on to set number 3 now. If that hip machine opens up, I'll finish off with that. Hey, what's up, Artsy? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. How's your day going, Artsy? We had some old geezer try to start with me earlier about the camera. Apparently, he was picking on other people too. I had another guy. He came up to me and he was like, was he causing you trouble? And like, yeah, like he made a big fuss about my camera, and then he was telling me that the guy was making a big deal about him deadlifting. It's like, it's so stupid. Like if that kind of stuff is such a problem, it's like, stay home, build your own home gym. Because yeah, exactly. When I come in here, it's like I'm just live streaming and filming my session. I don't care if people walk in front of the camera or whatever. It doesn't matter. But he was just making a big deal about like, because you're annoying with talking to that camera, disrupting people. It's like, disrupting what? What am I disrupting? Like, he's literally the only person that was complaining about it. It's like, this thing called headphones. He was wearing one too. So what was the problem? He was wearing a headphone. Just wear the other headphone too. Muted? I shouldn't be muted. Artsy can hear me. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I'm going to do my third set of calf raises now. Hey, there's Grape Soda Paul. What's going on, Grape Soda Paul? Good to see you guys. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what was happening with your tea, but good to see you. Glad you can hear me now. I was doing my other leg day stuff earlier. Now we're going to finish up some calf raises. If that hip-adductor machine's open, I'll finish up with that too. I need new shoes. Okay, that's 10 out of 10. Thanks, Artsy. Yeah. Legs have always been my prominent muscle group. Like when I started training heavy consistently back in 2019, the first thing to grow were my legs. I mean, it kind of made me look a little stocky just because, you know, I'm a bit of a shorter guy with a stockier frame. So it makes you look bottom heavy. It's not really ideal. It's not really ideal like bodybuilding genetics or anything, but hey, you want a good set of legs? There you go. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Well, I would say Dad, but well, anyway. Do I take supplements? Nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, take vitamin D. As far as other stuff, I look at least 5'10". Yeah, I'm actually 5'7". 5'7", I'm about 190. But, yeah, just take vitamin D. I guess if you want to count nutritional yeast as a supplement, because, you know, it's fortified with, like, a lot of B vitamins, I guess that counts, too. I've been eating a plant-based diet for, like, half a decade now as well. I don't really do anything out of the ordinary. Just eat healthy. I also do a lot of cardio. I mean, you could probably assume that with all the bike riding I do. I do a lot of cardio. I wasn't really at the gym for a while. I kind of let work get in the way a lot, but I was still physically active, just not at the gym during that time. But I've been back for about 3.5 weeks. It's been really good to be back. I always wondered about plant-based diets. Oh, if you want more information, it's completely free, by the way. But if you go to my link tree in the description box down below, you'll find Challenge 22. It's completely free. you get guidance and coaching from dietitians. It's totally free, by the way. You just have to sign up and be 16 or older. And I do have some other ones in my link tree as well. I'm not sponsored. I don't get anything like that. It's just free resources that can help you out. Another one is Chronometer. That's in the description. That's in the link tree as well in the description. That's like a food planner. You can track your water intake. You can track your exercise, your calorie burning. It gives you a complete breakdown of the nutrition in your food. It's really, really useful. It also tells you like what each vitamin and mineral does for the body. You know, what each macronutrient, micronutrient does for the body. It's totally free, right? That's the thing. You can have it on your computer. You can download it on the App Store. You know, just free resources to help people out, you know. All right, I'm going to move on to set number 3. Yeah, I got to get a new pair of these. Yeah, I'm sure you can find some use from them. Oh, is that Lala? Hey, Lala, how you doing? Good to see you. Sitting cat, baby. Oh, hey Lala. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day so far. My day didn't start off the best, for sure. Didn't exactly sleep the best last night. A lot on my mind, I guess. And I didn't do great with work. And when I first came in here, some guy, he came up to me and he was making a big fuss about my camera. He's like, basically what he said is, hey, is this the time that you usually come in the gym? And I'm like, well, this week, yeah. And he's like, good, that's the time. I'll make sure I don't come in around this time. Because, I find you very annoying talking to your camera. And then he storms out. I'm like, really, dude? You know, that was crazy. I don't know why he acted like that. Like, he came at me about that, you know? And then I had another guy, he came up to me. It's like, hey, what's going on, dude? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, this guy's got a problem with me, I guess. And then he told me that he also went to that guy, made a big fuss about him deadlifting. So, in other words, this grumpy-ass old man came here just to find something to whine and complain about and get triggered, and then storms out of the gym. Meanwhile, I'm not doing anything to bother anyone, you know? So that kind of threw me off a little bit. I was like, you know, it's crazy. You guys know I'm not a confrontational person. Like, people go out of their way to confront me, to start with me. I never go out of my way to start with people. You know, it's crazy. People shouldn't be concerned with what you're doing, should be focused on their own workout. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like he's paying too much attention to everything else and finding something to complain about. It's like, just focus on yourself, man. You know, like, I got my camera rolling. Who cares? It doesn't matter. You know, it's stupid. Like, I'm not going around causing disruption. I'm filming my workout and responding to comments. That's basically it. That's all there is to it. Oh, wow, pardon, my shoe came off. Oh, no. Man, I've had these raggedy powerlifting shoes for like over 4 years now. I think I got to get a new pair, guys. I think I need a new pair of shoes. I like these shoes I got though. These powerlifting shoes. So they're made out of synthetic leather. So they're actually vegan. They don't make it out of the, you know, that leather, if you know what I'm saying. But the thing I like about them, they have those solid, firm insoles. They're very flat. So it's basically like you're touching the ground. You know, like barefoot shoes? It's kind of like that. And that helps keep your feet stable. So when you're doing stuff like squats, deadlifts, overhead pressing, just anything where you got to be on your feet, it helps keep you stable, you know? Because you figure with exercises like that, you got to drive with your heels and support your heels with the ball of your foot. It's kind of like you're trying to grab the floor, if that image makes any sense. Like you're trying to grab the floor with your foot with exercises like that. So it's either you can be barefoot or you can wear shoes like these. So look at that. But I got to get a new pair. Just the way that they're falling apart now, you know. Let's see. So many trolls, ugly people around lately. Just pray for them. You do you, boo. Yeah, well said, sun-kissed Share Bear. If you don't mind me calling that sun-kissed, because, you know, orange Share Bear, like orange soda. Or if you like Fanta better, I'll call you Fanta Share Bear. Probably just a miserable person with stuff going on in their personal life. Yeah, probably. Imagine if that guy was a cop. Oof. I'd hate to get pulled over by him. He'd probably be one of those crooked guys. But I digress. Anyway, we got our last set of calf raises. Really, just making those calves pop. Am I right? Get them popping like popcorn. I did a dum-dum. I took the weights off. I was like, wait a minute, I got one more set to go. Okay. All right, now we can do it. Let's get them popping. Sliding around a little bit. Okay, here we go. Okay. There we go. We did our 4 sets. Good stuff. I was doing the seated ones earlier too. That way I get more of that outer thickness and girth from the sides, aka the soleus. Okay. I think that hip machine, yeah, it looks like the hip machine's open. Good. I want to use that. Let me just put this stuff over there real quick. Then I'm going to wipe this machine down. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Okay, let's get to it. And do that machine. The hip machine, that's the one where you gotta either open your legs or close your legs. That one. It's a good piece of machinery, that's for dang sure. Alright. I don't want to take up any space though. Ooh, I have an idea. I don't really love that angle though. I might get age restricted. So, I'm trying to think. Trying to think. Okay, I think I have an idea. Let me try. See, when in doubt, try something new. Okay. Let's see if this will work. No! Okay. This might not. Just bear with me for a little bit. Okay. Let me. It's a bit of a Dutch angle. Okay, yeah. That might work. Yeah. I just don't want it to like be in the way or anything, you know? Okay. I think that'll work. Cool. Today? No, that sucks. Just doing 3 sets of each. But I superset them. I think it makes sense, right? Because you figure the stabilizing muscle is at active rest when you flip them like that. Hey Sager, how you doing? Or cigar? I'm gonna say cigar because that sounds cooler. Cigar. Good to see you. How's the workout going? It started a little rough. Some guy was causing trouble with me earlier, but other than that, it's going all right. I think a nice little bounce back. Plus, we're doing what we gotta do, you know. Hope your day's going all right. Appreciate you popping in. Just don't forget to double tap that screen. And we'll do we got our second set in. See, great. Nice. It's raining over by you? They say it's supposed to rain pretty soon by me. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but we'll play it by ear. Oh, wow. Yeah, I remember that name. I forgot what grade I was in, but I think it was in middle school. We were learning about like different types of clouds, and I remember cumulonimbus because it kind of looks like the way like it's bunched up. It looks like an explosion, you know. It's like so cool the way that the cloud forms like that. It looks like an explosion was set off. What exercise? Sir, yeah. Um, it's hip adductor and abductor. So the hip adductor part is when you bring your hips together. So in other words, you're closing your legs. The abductor, ABD, means outward, right? So you're trying to push your legs outward. So the adductor, so ADDUCTOR, you're closing your legs together. The ABDUCTOR, you're opening your legs up. I mean, it's not quite spelled that way, but close enough. But when you're closing your legs together with that resistance, you're going to build a little more inner hip, so that helps add some girth to your legs from side to side. And the other one focuses more on like the gluteus medius, which is that little part that's on the outer part of your butt. In other words, that outer part of your butt, it helps with that. So it just helps create some uniform thickness from side to side. I'll spell it out in the chat. There you go. All right, last set, and then we're done. Hey, what's up, guys? We're back. I gotta use the bathroom before I hit the road, but we just got done with our stuff. Lalo says, ouch, looks painful. You know what it is? It's like the gluteus medius is a very weak and undertrained muscle. And the inner hip, the adductor magnus, that's also a relatively undertrained muscle too. It's funny because when you're doing squats, the adductor magnus is actually the muscle that's stabilizing the hip the most at the bottom position of the squat. So it's definitely good to train that. Plus, it helps give more side-to-side girth of the leg. It just makes your legs look wider from the front and from the rear. So obviously you want to build up big quads and hamstrings if big legs is an important goal of yours, but it just adds that little extra bit of inner sweep to your thighs. And then the opposite, the gluteus medius, it kind of just helps add a little more outer roundness to your butt, you know? Like when viewed from the rear, it adds that little bit of cap to your hiney, in other words, for lack of a better word. But yeah, the manager was just telling me about what was going. Oh, I don't want to come in here. The manager was just telling me about that guy that was causing trouble. He told me that him and apparently his wife too. I didn't even know that. Apparently his wife was making a big fuss about it too. I'm not the only person they've done that to. So that one guy that was deadlifting, he was telling me that they were making a big fuss at him about it. And then the manager told me that these members do that to everyone, that they think they should just, they should have the gym to themselves and everyone should leave. It's like, what? You know? So it was cool to hear that from the manager. She told me I wasn't doing anything wrong. I wasn't being disruptive, anything of that sort. I sure hope not. You know, I literally just walked in there and they started trouble with me, you know? I thought that was dumb. But it's nice to hear, you know, from them because she's really sweet. You know, she's a very nice woman. So it was cool to hear that from her. But yeah, it's definitely that's definitely a solid machine. I've been doing that twice a week since I came back in the gym. I used to do that twice a week a lot too. So even though I naturally have pretty big legs, actually, you know, my overall lower body's always been a strong point on my physique. I still would do that twice a week just to help give the greater illusion of more side-to-side girth and sweep, inner sweep of the thighs. It's a good way to help close the thigh gap if that's something that you're trying to do too, you know. Glad to hear you have the backing of the manager. Yeah. Hey, KHT, good to see you. We just got done with our gym session today, so not the greatest start. I was supposed to go 4 sets of 12 with the squats and good mornings, but I wound up doing 3 because I just felt kind of zapped from earlier to this morning. Like I didn't exactly sleep great. Work was a drag, and I was just kind of dragging. But we finished strong, so that was good. Then I'll be heading out later on tonight, get some work done. But before I wrap up, I just gotta tinkle real quick, so I'll be right back, guys. Just hold down the water fountain for me. Okay, well done. Let's see. Hey, Fishing Ray. Good to see you. It's hot out in Corpus Christi, Texas. Yeah, it's not exactly cold over by me either. I wouldn't say it's quite as hot as everywhere else, though. I don't think it's even going to be 90 today. But we just got done with our leg day session at the gym. Well, I call it lower body because, you know, if you call it leg day, then you're implying that it's just legs. But if you're training glutes, then just call it lower body, you know. But that's just that's a semantics thing, I guess. So I digress. But anyway, we did our session, so slightly bumpy start when I came here, but you know, we overall did pretty solid today. And I'm definitely feeling better from earlier today too. So good stuff. But yeah, we're just about to head out. Let me just get you guys set up on the bike again. And hopefully later on it's better with work. This morning was a drag as far as work, dude. I only made about as much money as on Monday this morning. And I don't know, man. It's just been a slow week. You know, it's just been a slow week, I guess. How's it going? Yep. Okay. There we go. Oh wow. I guess it might rain after all. I actually got some overcast. And it's probably not actually going to rain. Honestly, I doubt it. Like, you know, it's the biggest indicator of rain I've noticed in Florida. I don't know if anyone else has, but the temperature will drop significantly, and you'll feel like a cold rush of wind. I've noticed that whenever it'll actually rain in Florida. If you guys happen to notice something like that in your area too, where the temperature just suddenly cools down like in an instant, right? I can't do that, right? But essentially a flick of the switch. That's when I noticed it'll actually rain. But I'm not feeling that, so I'm just going to assume it probably won't rain. I mean, if it rains this afternoon, whatever, I don't care. Just save some room for the evening, right? Well, we'll see what happens. But anyway, I'm all done with that today. And, you know, like I said, decent session overall. And next week's another week. So I'll see how that goes. We're almost to the full monetization, dude. I'm very excited for that. I know we're over 1,000 subs now, which is great. It really is, man. Yeah, it's still holding at 1,000, so that's awesome. Good stuff. But anyway, appreciate everyone that tuned in. You guys are heckin' dope. And if you guys enjoyed the stream, just hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have yet to do so, and ring that taco bell so you get notified the next time I upload. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of the stream, what you'd like to see next. Consider getting a channel membership with us. It's only 99 cents. It gives you exclusive benefits, including but not limited to the corniest emojis on the internet. And you can also follow me on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. I'm active on those platforms as well. And if you're looking for other interesting things and stuff, potentially some helpful resources too, links in the description box down below. And on that note, weather permitting, I'll be back out in a few hours. We're going to get some work done tonight. Hopefully make a few bucks to put in the piggy bank as I continue to try to save up towards my vacation in August. But anyway, appreciate you guys hanging out with me and your continued support of my channel. I'll see you guys then. Take care.